If you've seen the latest preview for Gears of War E-Day, you may have thought like I did that it's time to get into the original 3 games and get that done. And I played this game previously on console, but I never finished the campaign, so I installed it on my PC and I played through Gamepass this week, and I have some thoughts on the campaign, performance on console and PC, and multiplayer. But before we get into it, here's a quick clip of me starting the multiplayer, and we'll check on this throughout the video, see how long it took, and if I could even get into a multiplayer match. Team deathmatch. Finding opponents is the part where it just spins and spins. Alright, so this game right off the jump gets into the action. You're playing as Marcus Phoenix. Within the first 30 minutes, you're called a traitor and you're broken out of prison. There's some mystery in this first game. It doesn't really go much into it, but kind of peppers in the details, which I thought did expertly. Cover shooter gameplay in this is fairly simple, but the game gets it done. I believe when it came out, it was the premier cover shooter game out there, but coming back after a lot of other cover shooters that I played, there's some downsides, and it shows its age for sure. Mainly the fact that you'll auto-lock into cover when you just want to run past it. The button for getting into cover is the same button as run, so that messes things up quite a bit. You'll be running along and then wham, you're in there. You're like, no, I don't want to be on that. No, wait, I don't want to be on that wall. Just jump over. No, stop it. I want to run past this wall, not into the... and you get locked into the wall a lot, and it's just... it can get a little frustrating. And let's talk about the movement. There's no options for accessibility in this remake for the original game. So I was looking somewhere in the settings for less head bob and found no way to get this under control. I get motion sick sometimes in games that have a lot of head bob and screen shake and things are moving all around, and this game has that in the extreme. Especially if you want to run, Marcus will hunker down and the whole screen will kind of bob up and down and zooms in, and it can be a bit much. I could only play this for about 2.5 hours before I started feeling a little motion sick and I had to put it down. Luckily, it's a short game. And speaking of hours, this game is quick. I was able to get it done in about 8 hours or so in the campaign, and it ends itself in a bit of a cliffhanger there, which I'm pretty sure Cliffy B has said that they created this as a trilogy from the start, so they knew that it was going to be a trilogy and ended it that way. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I heard in an interview once that he said that. And so knowing that there's 3 other games and that it exists makes a whole lot of sense when you play it as a new player now, since all the games are done. Also, this game back in the day was a huge multiplayer experience. So speaking of that, let's check in on my stream and my attempt to get Gears of War Ultimate multiplayer going. It's waiting for squad members. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's just take a second here. Hold on. Almost there. Almost there. Just gonna find a couple more opponents. Alright, not looking too good. Okay, performance on PC and console was pretty tight. The game looks great. The blood's okay. It could be a little bit better, but, you know, for the most part, I feel like the visuals of this remade Ultimate Edition are pretty decent. I had some issues with the game's actual mechanics, like the melee on the chainsaw gun. I could not do this enough, since anything touching me, whether it was a melee attack from a locust, or getting shot, or some beast cutting a fart, would just stop me from being able to cut him down. And it was very frustrating, and I wanted to chop a dude, and I was right up on him, and nothing would happen. I'm like, what the hell is this? What is this doing? I'm pressing the melee button. What is going on? And when I looked it up, I guess this is a problem that they resolved in future games. I can attest to that, because when I played Gears 4 and Gears 5, I never had any issues in those with melee. It was very, very obnoxious. I also had quite a few weird glitches.
This is Alpha. Where the hell are you guys?
What are they doing?
Man. Oh shit, man, where you been?
What are you doing over here? What are you looking at over there in the corner there? I don't think there's anything. Oh, obviously you see something right here. I don't see anything. What's he doing? These NPCs are super dumb. They'll run out in the open, get cut down all the time. They hardly ever kill anything of use. I have heard that co-op works very good, and that would be fun with a friend, but I played this solo. Just expect when you play that you got to be the one-man wrecking crew here. Cole Train may have some good lines, but he's not going to help you survive. Speaking of Cole, they split up the 4-pack crew that you roll with the whole game. It's a formula that they did, and by halfway through the game, when that stuff comes up, you just kind of roll your eyes like, okay, here we go. Here's where we split up. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we got split up. Oh, you have to go that way and take care of this power line. Oh, you got to go over here and get on this helicopter, and we can't get on there with you. It's a very tropey, two people together only thing where it's like a two-person co-op thing that... I don't know. It's game design, and it got a little bit old. It wasn't super bad, but it was also pretty predictable, including the final big ending, which is kind of a bummer. I was hoping all four of us would be there, you know, Coal Train baby, but no, it was just two of us. And briefly on the next two games, they are only available on Xbox, which is as a backwards compat for the 360 version, which is really weird that they haven't remastered that, made it available on PC at least. You have to play the backwards Xbox 360 version on Gamepass if you want to play it or purchase it. I feel like this would be a huge win for Xbox if they could get that together before the launch of E-Day so that everybody could play and release them on Steam too. That'd be an awesome, I think, win for the community. Maybe like a Master Chief edition that they did for Halo and do, you know, a Master Marcus edition or some kind of shit like that. I think that'd be awesome. All right, last thing to discuss is the multiplayer. It's only waiting for a couple of players. Don't worry about it. It's gonna happen. We're gonna do this. It's gonna work. Almost there, guys. Almost. Yeah, it never connected to anything. No one's playing this. There is a local custom option, so if you had friends, you know, a bunch of them that you could get together, you probably could do some kind of local co-op type of thing. Yeah, you're really probably better off playing Gears 5 or waiting for E-Day next year in 2025 because no one is playing this version of the multiplayer. And I played Gears of War multiplayer on the newer titles 4 and 5, and it's fun. I'm terrible at it, but yeah, it works and is pretty great. And you can play as both the Locust and humans and fight against each other. Multiple teams, you kind of swap back and forth. It's a good time if you're into the game and you're into cover shooters. Third-person multiplayer stuff is a little weird for me. For some reason, when I'm playing multiplayer, I want to be first-person, so I don't know. But that's it. It was fun. It was very Michael Bay bombastic for sure. I would recommend it either on console or PC, especially if you have it on Game Pass and you've never played it. Then get in there. It's a short game. It's super fun and works great. But what do you think? Have you played this or the trilogy in the past? Have you played this ultimate remastered version? Who's your favorite? Do you like Marcus? Is Coal Train all about your deal? Let me know. And if you like this video, make sure and subscribe for more like this. And throw a like on there if you can. And I will see you in the next one.